Hey guys, what's up? Thor here, and welcome back to Super Mario Galaxy 2. It's time to take on time to take on Bowser. Didn't we already do that? Yeah, we already did that. But in the last episode, if you recall, we defeated Bowser after going for some final levels that were taken care of, and defeated him in the fortified fortress. But now it is time for the Comet of Bowser's Galaxy Generator, Bowser's Big Bad Speedrun. Hopefully I'll do a little bit better on this than Josh Jepson did on his, because I know he failed a lot in this one. He had a lot of issues with it whenever he was doing it, which admittedly was funny to watch, but at the same time I'd like to hope I can play a little bit better. He's gotten his LP up faster, but then again I'm pretty sure that Galaxy 2 is the only LP he was doing at the time, and I'm still doing Ocarina as well. But I think, video-wise, I'm ahead of him. I think I've been taking less time to get through the game than he has. Ow. So this is kind of your typical speedrun. Like most of the ones in this game, they give you a small amount of time and you pick up clocks along the way, and getting them are almost necessary. You might be able to miss like one or two, but not very many. I've got about 30 seconds here. Grab that one. I don't know how I did not take a hit right there. The bullet bills actually are gone here, by the way, because, you know, it is a speed run, so they have to change a few things up, but the bullet bills are gone here. And I did not mean to do that. I forgot you were heading this way. I'll grab that drill in a second, but first I want to grab this. I might grab that coin on the way back too, so just so I can be at full health. You will not have to fight Bowser in this. Oh, for crying out loud. Alright, let's do this the slow way. Got you. Got you. Now we can go and get it. You won't have to fight Bowser in this speedrun, so don't worry about that. Nah, we're still good. There's a clock in here. I know the reason that they put that clock in there, too. It's because, like, what would happen if you're in the middle of one of these flight scenes when you ran out of time? Because then they, you know, normally if you ran out of time then they would just kill you. See, I was doing bad though on time for a minute. I was like cutting within the 10-second mark a couple times, and now I'm all good again. I'll take this Cloud with me, just in case. From what I watched whenever Josh Jepson was playing it too, and by the way, if you die and restart this checkpoint, you'll have 30 seconds, so if I die here, it's not going to be that big a deal. It's going to be about the same amount. But, from what I noticed watching him play, it had nothing to do with damage. It was all about the fact that he didn't have a lot of time. In particular, in the second half, it seemed to be where he died more often than not. One up back there, but that would essentially be suicide. There's no point in going for that. I also did notice that he cut it very close right there several times. I think you're almost forced to cut it pretty close right there. It seems like you're going to go under 10 seconds in that part right there, unless you've really been conserving your time and you're not starting from that checkpoint. Otherwise, you're going to be in trouble on that part. Get them to come back together. Grab the fruit. I was expecting him to show up. He did not. Okay. Oh, yeah! Found him! Thanks, camera. Whatever. I still got it. You don't need Yoshi for this last part, so... There we go. See, Josh, I can do it in one try. Josh isn't watching this, and if he was, he'd be glaring at me right now. Which would be kind of funny, but... That takes care of Galaxy Generator. Slimy Spring going to show up with its comment. Survey says... It wasn't a comment, I forgot it was a chimp challenge. My bad, but yeah, it did show up. Alright then. Let's take care of that, and then we can finally get into World S, because we are getting in there in this video. This is not going to be incredibly difficult. I remember this one being pretty easy. I think the one in Honey Hop probably was the hardest chimp challenge. But this is another... The Chimp's Coin Challenge, or the Chimp Challenge, or Chimp Challenge, whatever you want to call it. For the chimp. Lots of ghosts. They're so adorable. Finally! Say, hey, you're doing okay out there, but it takes more than a few lucky jumps to impress the chimp. Think you can get 10,000 points or more in this game? If you can, maybe I got a star for you. Or maybe I don't. So, you game or what? Sure, why not? You're going for 10,000 points. Good luck. You're gonna need it, pal. There are some coins in these two lamps right here, but they're honestly a waste of time to get. There's more than enough coins on this course. And more than enough opportunities for points, because coins aren't the only thing that will net you points in this. You have plenty of time to get this one, trust me. Really, the only thing that can mess you up here is if you lose your shell very frequently, which you should not be doing, so... You should be more than okay here. Look, I got, like, 40% of what I need already. Now I got over half what I need, and I still have like over 100 seconds left, over 120 seconds left. This is not difficult at all. Just make sure you hold on to your shell. You don't have to actually shake right here, you'll still go through this wall. I did that last time I was going through this area. You don't have to get rid of your shell right there in order to break that wall. Another good trick to note is, like last time, if you don't take the launch star and you pick up this 1-up, it is worth 1,000 points, so... If you want to grab that, by all means, go for it. 1,000 points, that's 1/10 of what you need right there, so... This part seems like it would be a little bit slow, like this is where you would lose most of your time, but even then, it's still not bad. By eliminating ghosts, you'll also get 100 points for that. You can collect their coins. You really don't need to, though. Not from what I've noticed, anyway. You don't need to worry about that, so... Yep, see, there you go. There's 10,000 right there, and I still had 42 seconds left on the clock. So at this point, you can either elect to play it safe, you can try to get to the end of the level. I'll go ahead and tell you now, there's not like a huge boatload of points at the end of the level, so... If that's what you're trying to do, if you're just trying to, like, motor to the end of the level to get a whole bunch of points, they're not there, sorry. But you've clearly already seen that there's plenty of opportunities to score here. And get a lot of points. But yeah, you come to the top here, there's some coins. And there's some in the ground, but that's it. There's no treasure chest here anymore, anything like that. And once you beat it, it will warp you back to the start. Wonderful, that's 12,180 points. You are my greatest rival when it comes to gaming skill. Take the star as a token of my respect. Maybe you can teach me some of your moves sometime? Sure, but you're gonna have to change into, like, you know, the works. You're gonna have the overalls, you gotta have the shoes. Most of it's the shoes. It must be the shoes. Oh, that was weird. Had kind of an echo there. That wasn't, like, from the microphone either. That was an echo on the game. That was really bizarre. Don't know why it did that. Oh, well. 108 stars, and I know what you're thinking. That's kind of a weird spot to end. But there's a letter to Baby Luma, because, like the first game, he does come back, so... The letter does change. I probably should have shown that. So give me a second, I'll go back to it. Instead of saying, you know, what it used to, which was, there are many kind-hearted people that are watching over you. Now it says, be strong and know that wherever you are right now, I believe we'll be reunited soon. I think it changes after you've beaten the game. But I'm not 100% sure. But either way, let's head into World S. The actual final world of the game. Wow, can you believe it? This must be... I almost gave him the chimp's voice. Wow, can you believe it? This must be that strange legendary world we've been hearing rumors about. There are even more power stars around here. So, let's go get them, Captain. Mario Squared Galaxy. A lovely, lovely rendition of the very infamous Luigi's Purple Coins from Toy Time Galaxy in the first Mario Galaxy game. But we're going to start with making Mario a star. I thought we've listened to the codec call. There's probably not a single person who doesn't know Mario. He's that famous. Either way, the star will be here, so like with Luigi's Purple Coins, keep in mind that the place that the star is going to be is where you started, so you need to be able to leave yourself a path to get back. Fortunately, that's very easy to do here. It even plays the same music that it did in Toy Time, which I like. Yeah, I knew I was going to get hit by that. Okay, that's stupid. I had electrocuted, and for some reason it changed the thing from yellow back to blue, but then when I just jump on it, which is doing essentially the same thing, then it won't change back. That's really dumb. Okay, there's the comet medal right there, by the way. This is the entire galaxy, so there's not too much issue with where the comet could possibly be. There's not a lot of spots they could hide it, and they knew that full well. Okay, we'll do that. Get his other arm here. Get all the star bits? Well, let me pick them up after I die. That's lame. Okay, now if I could actually do this galaxy correctly, that would be amazing. I'd really appreciate that. He lost you. Yeah, that's nice. I'd feel more empathy for him pretending to be sick if he hasn't been doing it for the last 3.5 years. Boy who cried, I'm sick, do all my chores for me. I don't think so. Now we're getting it. Let's go over here, grab this. Stupid fireball thing was in the way, and I didn't want to spin and risk messing something up there. I don't think so. Long jump, and you are mine, my pretty. So that is our first star in World S. Very nice. Not too hard, even though I died, what, twice or 3 times? I crushed it that last time. I crushed it. It was beautiful. So now that that has been taken care of, Starship Mario can now advance. It's been a while since we've seen that, and since we picked up the Comet Medal, you guessed it, the Prankster Comet has appeared. I'm pretty sure in World S, assuming you picked up every other star, every time you pick up the Comet Medal, that comet's going to appear for that world instantly. Which is fine, I got no problem with that at all. I'm okay with that. But yes, true to its infamy, Luigi's Purple Coins is back in action. How could you not remember the infamy that is Luigi's Purple Coins? Though, like last time, you are going to have to collect them all. There's not like 100 and however many there were last time. You are going to have to grab every single one. And to throw insult upon injury, they put in Cosmic Clones. That's right. They put in everybody's favorite, Cosmic Clones. So what you're going to want to do right here is make sure that wherever you go, you do not want to come back unless you absolutely have to. Especially on the parts with disappearing platforms like these. That's always a weird jump for me to make. And keep in mind, the yellow parts are your friend. The yellow parts, they're not going to rotate like they did in the first game. They're not going to disappear. Nothing like that. They're perfectly solid platforms. If you've got them, use them. By all means, use them. I would recommend jumping between all of them like this. For the sole fact, yeah, you can use that to look around, but you don't get a lot of time, so... I would recommend jumping in between them like this and just landing on the ones that actually have the coins. And the reason I say do that is in case you do need to come back like you did miss one, there's still going to be platforms there. Because if there's no platforms there, you might as well just jump off the side and start over. Not a lot of them left, but not a lot of time left either. No, I was so close! And then somebody came in and interrupted me, which is why I was not talking right there. And then I lost. Peace and quiet. No. Really good trick right there, by the way, that first part right there. If you're having trouble with that, a really good strategy, I would say, is to, whenever you're doing your third long jump, because you have to go back around, is do your long jump in between the two platforms. Because they're not going to appear right there. Remember, the clones only follow where you go. And by extension, they'll only go as fast or as slow as you go. So if you're going slow, then they're going to go slow. If you're going fast, then they're going to go fast. The problem with that, however, is because you're on a timer, you're essentially forced to go fast. To a certain extent, you're going to have to go fast. And you don't have any choice about that. You're going to have to. Because if you go too slow, then sure, you might avoid the cosmic clones, but then you're going to die because of the timer. And as you've already seen in that first failed one right there, you have to go fast or you're going to fail. Okay, I don't know what the controls are doing right there. Okay, I don't know why I thought I saw a coin there. Ow. Yeah, there was nowhere for me to go right there. That's why I say jump between those platforms. There was nowhere for me to go right there at all. And the problem is you have to also be picking up essentially one coin every second, or pretty close to it, because you get 120 seconds to collect 100 coins, so... Not exactly a huge amount of time to be dragging your feet, I guess is the phrase I'm looking for. I'm not sure what phrase I'm looking for. Point is, there's not a lot of time, so... And as far as I remember, there was a time limit in the first one, in Mario Galaxy 1 when you were doing this, but I don't think it was this severe. And I also know for a fact there was like 110, there was more than 100 coins, so you didn't have to pick up every single one of them. I know for a fact you didn't have to pick up all of them. A good indication if you're ahead or behind, though, would be, since it's 2 minutes, if you're at the 1 minute mark, that's half of your time. You should be at least 50 coins right then. And if you're not, then you're probably not going to get it. And you should probably be a little bit ahead of 50 coins, too, because the latter half's going to be harder to get. Why'd I do that? Wait, when did I not pick those up? I should have picked those up whenever I went there the first time. Why didn't I do that? That's so strange. Why didn't I do that? I do that every single time. I did that in the first game, too. That's strange. I was, like, almost certain I picked those up. I don't know what made me think I did not, or what made me think otherwise. Seems like this part right here is actually the easiest. Like going over way in the corner here. Use the D-pad to look around. In all honesty, I could see somebody getting killed by like using the D-pad to actually look around. Just like from running out of time, they'd just be like, oh, okay, what am I supposed to do? Plus you got cosmic clones following you everywhere. There we go. It kind of makes me wonder, though, if you did use the D-pad to look around, and somebody can tell me this in the comments if you want, I'm not going to check it myself. If you used the D-pad to look around for a second, and then stopped looking around, would the Cosmic Clones do the same thing? I mean, they're supposed to be mirroring your every move. Would they do it too? Because I honestly don't know. Whenever I see them, I don't think, hey, now would be a good time to look around with the camera, see what we can see. It seems like, if any time, that would be one of the worst times to check. And see what there is to see. There we go! Apparently I'm just gonna have difficulty in Mario Squared today, even though I should not be. I will be taking these, though, thank you. Some Victory Star Bits, because I earned those. I really should have gotten it on that first one, and then I get interrupted. And then I died. I should have gotten that one try. I really, really should have gotten that one try. That was so stupid! Okay, out of curiosity, what is the next one? Because I feel like I cheated you guys out of some time there, and I might just actually... Yeah, I think I might actually cut out a few of those attempts. And not to minimize my failure, because I'm not going to lie, I died, I think, 4 times on that one. But because I feel like you guys barely got to see any World S. You got to see the first galaxy, and both the stars in there. The other time was spent in the Slimy Spring and in Bowser's Galaxy, so I'm going to go ahead and do Rolling Coaster and maybe edit some of those out. I'm going to keep the first one in for sure, but I may not keep the other 2 or 3. I may put it up on screen or in the annotations, like either editing or after I put it up on YouTube, letting you know how many times I die that I cut out. Because like I said, I'm not trying to minimize my failure, but I feel like you guys barely get to see any World S. But here we have, is this just called? No, Rolling Coaster Galaxy, and it is the Rainbow Road Roll. Standard control, lots of bad puns for Choco Conroy to love. The funny thing is, whenever, I think it was last year when we went to Montana for vacation. Whoa! Yeah, you have to take this expert path if you want the Comet Medal, and it's kind of a pain in the butt, too. Because that happens a lot. This one's easy to die on, but it's not a slow galaxy, it's a very fast one. But when we were going through there was actually a street that was called Rainbow Road. And all I could think of was, I'd hate to be the poor sucker that lives on Rainbow Road. I wish I had taken a picture of it, like, because it was really funny to see Rainbow Road there, of all things. It was just like, oh gosh, no. For those of you that don't know your Mario, which I'm guessing most people that do on this channel probably already know this, there might be one person out there that doesn't though. Rainbow Road is a reoccurring track in the Mario Kart franchise that is known for being typically one of the harder tracks in all of the games that it's in. Especially in the Super Nintendo game, it was easily the hardest track for me, personally. And then it reappeared in Mario Kart 64, it was in Super Circuit, it was in Double Dash, it was in Wii, it was in 7 and 8. Though in 8 it was really terrible. My favorite rendition is still going to be the Double Dash one, that one was really fun. The Super Circuit one was kind of fun to play around on because instead of like, because most of the Rainbow Roads have no edges or whatever, with the exception of Mario Kart 64, they usually don't have edges. That one, all the edges were like springs, so they were bouncy. So it was really fun to, no, I'm going back for it. I don't care what the bomb wants. I'm going that way. But it was really fun to get a mushroom while you're playing time trials, and then use that to just skip half the track. That part's really hard to stay on right there. I'm sure Josh Jepson would probably mention something about not supposed to be going at an angle, because you kind of have to tilt the Wii Remote at an angle right there to get past that one. This one, it's not as bad, but still almost fell off a couple times right there. You could see where the ball kind of stopped moving. For a second, I was trying to register that I fell off. Whoa, what the crap was that? I wasn't trying to do that. Alright, now that I've got that started, I think I'm going to end it off. And also, I know for a fact what's coming up next is going to be pretty hard for this one, because I do know what the comet is. I know it's purple coins. I remember this one very vividly. This one's kind of a pain in the butt. It may or may not show up, though. It probably will. Like I said, I'm pretty sure all the ones for World S, if you have all the stars thus far, will show up immediately after you pick up the comet medal. Let's find out. Yep, sure. Well, no, that's the Starship Mario Can Advance. There it is. Yep. So we'll be tackling the purple coins of Rolling Coaster Galaxy in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Later.